So, is WVU doomed to irrelevance in the next round of realignment? It may appear so when you look at all the outside noise and the data. But as our friend Lee Corso would say, not so fast, my friend, because behind the scenes, West Virginia is working hard to increase revenue and make Mountaineer Athletics more valuable. As a matter of fact, they have recently announced 4 strategic moves and those 4 moves may not change everything, but they are all steps in helping West Virginia earn more revenue and hopefully create more value for the future. Move number 1, obviously, is one that just got announced, and this one's not even part of my list, but they just extended Renbacker's contract, okay, through another 2 years through 2032. That's a huge move, smart move. They need to do that because he is the guy who can take West Virginia into the next era of college athletics. He's an outside-the-box thinker, a forward thinker. I think he's the guy to lead us, or to lead WVU. But the first move I want to talk about other than that is West Virginia. I've talked on the show about how West Virginia created Golden Blue Enterprises. It's a for-profit entity that they created inside the athletic department to help increase the revenue for the athletic department, right? They're going to run it like a corporation, like a business. A lot of schools are going down this road. But it's basically a private in-house business unit. So instead of relying on university bureaucracy when trying to make decisions that affect the athletic department, they can now make those. They will still get input from the university, but they won't have to go through as much red tape. It's a more business-minded type setup, and they have now hired an executive to run that. His name is Don Robinson, and he's a former president of MVB Financial Corporation. He was the CEO of MVB. He has experience in finance, his experience in business development, all things that are going to be important in this next era of college athletics and helping boost revenue for athletic departments. He's going to lead that charge. He's going to help with branding. He's going to help with NIL. He's going to help with sponsorship strategy, all those things, just like a business. So they bring in a guy with that type of experience. I think this signals a clear message that West Virginia is done playing defense. They're trying to build a brand that sells. Unfortunately, I hope they're not too far behind the 8 ball on that. They might be, unfortunately, but at least they're trying. They're not sitting on their hands doing nothing. It's also going to help them. They're trying to make sure they meet the $20.5 million in revenue sharing that they have to meet. All of these moves are part of that, as well as part of increasing future value as well. Move number 2, they recently signed an agreement, a unique deal with Swilled Dog Bourbon. Now, Swilled Dog Bourbon, most of you remember, had partnered with Country Roads Trust, West Virginia's NIL collective. Well, now that collective has been brought in-house, Swilled Dog is partnering with Mountaineer Athletics, right? They're the official bourbon of Mountaineer Athletics. And it's not just a booze partnership. It's a revenue generator tied to local pride, alumni nostalgia, and tailgate culture. We all know Mountaineer fans love to tailgate. They love their moonshine. They love their bourbon. They love their alcohol. They love to have a good time. It's a big deal. It's a big deal in all college football programs, but especially a school like West Virginia. And I think this is a great partnership. Swill Dog will now be able to put the West Virginia Flying WV on their bottles. They will likely be advertising now at West Virginia events. So it's everybody wins. Swill Dog wins by likely being able to sell more product, and West Virginia wins by getting that, hopefully that ad revenue that will come in from Swill Dog being a partner. Move 3 I want to talk about is another partnership they struck with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness will now be a partner for West Virginia. They will have advertisements, TV visible advertisements during West Virginia sporting events. So as we're watching the games, we'll be able to see Planet Fitness logos. So that's an ad partnership or a sponsorship that will benefit West Virginia as well. And then move 4, the one I'm really excited about and one that's really, to me, outside the box. There's actually language in the new contract for head coach Rich Rodriguez that will benefit the football program through some of his key slogans. We all talk about hard edge. We all talk about hold the rope. We all talk about spot the ball. All of those are slogans that Rich Rod came up with, right? And in his contract, and this is a shout out to the folks at 24/7 Sports, where I first read this, but West Virginia recognizes that those are the, quote, personal indicia of coach, end quote. They understand that he owns those slogans. And anything sold with those on it, apparently he will make profit from. But they also included language where West Virginia will make 50% of the royalties, quote, arising out of the sale or licensing of merchandise by the university, end quote. Using those slogans, it will go to the football team as directed by coach with the approval of the director, end quote. So Rich Rod can make money off the sale from merchandise with those slogans, but the West Virginia football program will make money as well. So everybody wins. Rich Rod wins, more money in his pocket. Matter of fact, it could be more money in his pocket directly and on the back end, because if West Virginia's football program improves, he will get more bonuses and higher pay. So it's the rising tide lifts all boats in this case. But I think this is a very outside the box idea. Rich Rod comes in with these slogans that everybody loves, West Virginia fans know and love. Capitalize on that. It's something I had a feeling would happen. I didn't see it being written into his contract, though. I just figured somebody would come up with merch, which, by the way, I've already seen floating around on social media. But now WVU, it looks like WVU may actually start marketing merch with those slogans on it. Coach Rod and Coach Rod will make part of the royalties, and so will the football program. So these 4 ideas that Ren Baker and others are coming up with, to me, are all great ideas. Now, those moves alone are not going to save WVU from falling behind in college football's brutal realignment race. But one thing's for sure, they can't hurt. They're all part of the game plan being implemented by Ren Baker and the WVU administration. They will likely be followed by even more moves like selling naming rights to the Coliseum or to Mountaineer Field, even more sponsorship opportunities with other corporations. The premium seating that I mentioned earlier in the video is crucial to West Virginia gaining revenue. They've started that process, the behind the scenes stuff that they have to do there. We're talking to architectural firms and talking to the board and all these other things. All of that stuff, that is in motion, but these other moves that they can make quicker are happening. And they're happening now seemingly on a daily basis. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about these moves that West Virginia's making. Let me know about the Swill Dog partnership, the Planet Fitness partnership, hiring of Don Robinson to be the CEO of Blue and Gold Enterprises. What do you think about this unique language written in Rich Rod's contract where the football program benefits from, the sale of merch with his slogans on it? And also, if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button for me. That goes a long way in getting my content out to other people. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Subscribing, by the way, is absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a thing. What could cost something if you choose to do so is becoming a paid VIP channel member. If you want to be a paid VIP member, like the folks whose names are scrolling along the bottom of the screen, if you want to be a paid VIP member, hit that join button below. And if you don't see a join button, there should be one over at my channel homepage, right beside my channel logo, which is the profile photo of the channel. There also may be a link in the description box. But the random shout outs, which is one of the perks, the random VIP shout outs of this episode are Crispy0_0, Cody Cutright, CEO of the Sofa, Shannon Miller, and Tanner Trax Premier. Thank them all for being paid members. Also want to give another shout out to my sponsor, Appalachia Digital. Shout out to Rogue Media Network, who I'm blessed to be a part of. Shout out to you for watching. I really appreciate it. YouTube thinks you'll like this video as well. If you like this one, please check it out. I hope the rest of your day is top shelf. God bless, and cue Country Roads.